Hello my good friends, today we are playing a different game, Hearts of Iron 4. Wave 4 has released a new DLC, No Compromise, No Surrender. It adds new focuses to Japan, China and the Philippines. Now I know I'm a little late, but that doesn't matter too much. Today we will be playing the Japanese Empire. We are gonna try and make a democratic Japan. And let's take a look. I mean, China looks way different. China has changed color. They used to be yellow, now they're blue, and they are also a lot smaller. There's a lot of new warlord nations like the Northeastern Army, the Sichuan Cliché, and most importantly, Skibidi Sandman has disappeared. It has been split up into 3 other Mas, or 4 I guess. All of these Mas can go away. All we want is Skibidi Sandman to return. But today we will be playing the Japanese Empire and turning it into a Japanese republic, I believe. So we're gonna turn Japan into a democratic nation. I'm gonna keep historical AI focuses off for today. Let's see what kind of chaos that is gonna bring. I'm also gonna keep Iron Man mode off just in case I mess up. But I'm definitely not only just playing democratic Japan just because I don't want to attack the USA. I mean, they have reworked the Navy. I didn't really understand the old Navy. I don't think I will understand this Navy either. But let's take a look at Japan's new focus tree. It is absolutely massive. Look at that. We have 3 political paths. The left right here is a non-historical one. It lets you go communism and also democracy. In the middle, we have a monarchist path, which is also non-historical. I do love this game because it does give you access to non-historical paths. And then on the right here, we have the historical path. Today, we will be doing the left path. Now, we can't actually start it immediately. We have to wait for an event to trigger. Now, even though we are going democratic, that does not mean that we won't attack China. I do believe the focus in the democratic path, I guess in any path, still makes us attack China as Japan. So we're gonna attack China, but we aren't gonna attack the United States of America. So hopefully we don't get nuked in this alternate timeline. Hopefully the people of Nagasaki and Hiroshima will be fine. But if you do not subscribe and if you do not like this video, I will nuke you. That's right, I have just threatened you, your whole family, and potentially everybody living in 100 miles from you. But be sure to subscribe, because then we can be friends and I don't have to waste a nuke on you. But anyways, let's get started. Rumors of a military coup. That is fantastic. Now we have a choice to save 2 of our advisors. One of them is Takahashi. He gives us minus 20% in consumer goods, which is really good. But then he also gives a few negative modifiers. And then the second option is Watanabe. He gives us artillery attack and defense, which isn't bad, but it's not really good either, unless you are stacking artillery stats. So I might save Takahashi for that minus 20%. Yeah, actually, you know what, let's do that. But we actually do have to save up our political power because we can secure states for the civil war and they are quite expensive. So this is the event that lets us choose our political focus, the February 26th incident. The first one is the historical one, the second one is the monarchy, alternate monarchy path, and the last one, the third one, is the path for communism or democracy. And we're gonna choose that one, which completes Okada's military purge speech. And once our focus is done, we should be able to go down and work our way down the democratic path. We could also do the communism path, but today we are doing this one. So we are gonna do every single one of these focuses until we reach revoke the peace preservation law. This will launch a civil war between the democratic and the fascist supporters. So that's definitely gonna be great for us. Millions will die. Okay, hopefully not millions, but people will die. It seems our country leader has just changed. The emperor nominates a new prime minister. We have 3 choices. I do believe the middle one is the one you want to pick if you go for the communist path. I think the bottom one is for democracy, but I think the top one is also for democracy. I mean, this guy gives political power, stability, and some democratic support. And it actually gives us political power and a little bit of democracy. Now, Maybe he is the president House of Peers. Maybe this kind of gives you a secret focus. I'm not sure. But today I am going to choose the liberal Mashida Chui. He is actually pretty decent. He gives us some extra political power and stability, which is never bad. Now we do have a military going on strike, which isn't great. So we have another event which is quite important. The military entrenches themselves. This is the start of a long and hard civil war. This should give us access to secure states. That is right. We can now use political power to secure states for the civil war. Now these are only 35 political power, but they will get more expensive each time you complete one of them. Now I'm not sure what the strategy should be here, so we will hold Tokyo, and I do believe that the fascists will hold this Kyoto part. So maybe we kind of want to secure either the north or the south. Now I'm not sure which one is better. Now industry wise, the south is more advanced, so I think I will start just getting as many states as possible from the south. Work our way towards our capital, Tokyo. Okay, so we have spent quite a bit of political power. It cost about 110 or 120 the last one, and now it costs 140 to start securing these states. We have completely secured the south and also this area right here, apart from Kyoto, this county, the area of Kansai. These borders are definitely gonna look quite interesting, but I am going to start the focus now that is gonna put us into the civil war. Now before the civil war starts, I also got a military staff advisor for a short time. We have gotten 40 army experience. Now I got him because I want to change the template once the war starts. Actually, could I change it right now? Okay, I can't change the templates. That is quite sad. That could have made my life a lot easier. But I do believe once the war starts, he will disappear, which isn't great news. Let's see. Will the war start? Yeah. Oh, has he actually stayed? No, he has disappeared. But these borders definitely look interesting. We have 22 troops out of the 60 that we had. We do have some unassigned divisions. Okay, so we have 35. Some of the divisions are down here in these islands. Now let's see what we can do with this. Oh, interesting. The Emperor has decided not to join us. So we will be replacing him with his younger brother Nobuhito. Interesting. He will give us weekly stability and weekly war support, which actually isn't bad at all. Well, thank you, Nobuhito. Okay, good news. We have reunited our people, our democratic supporters, our armies. And we have a little encirclement down here. I'm gonna clean that up, and then I'm gonna launch a great offensive into the north and then reclaim the rest of Japan. Yes, the front line is starting to look very good. We are at 99%, so I have just been battle planning, and there we go. We have defeated them. The Imperial Army surrenders. I mean, we are a lot weaker than we were at the start, but I think we can recover from this. So I have been building up Japan. I'm also working my way down the right path from the democratic path. You get a choice between the Riken Minseito victory or the Riken Seiyukai victory. Now I don't know what historical relevance these have, but I am gonna pick Ichiro Hatoyama as our country leader so we can form the LDP. This gives us a little bit of political power gain, war support, democratic support, and a little bit of military factory construction speed. Now once we do get a new country leader and then work our way down these focuses, we have some really good focuses down here. For example, we can attack Manchuria and China. That is great. And also we can integrate our puppets. We can ask people to join our faction. Then we can ask them to become puppets, and then eventually we can integrate them. So very similar to the German democratic or even the Belgian, you know, where you form the EU. So very similar to that, but instead in Asia. And we'll also be able to form the Greater East Asian Federation, which sounds very interesting. Let's see if we can actually do that today. Ah, yes, democracy. Let's ban fascism and communism. And also, you know what? Let's institute a press censorship. Now, why am I using this much political power? Because I'm gaining almost 2 political power every day, even though I have a focus. So, the political power is quite good for Japan, at least for democratic Japan. Now, I have gotten the war goal on Beijing and Clige. They have changed name. Wait. What's happened to them? This guy definitely didn't look like this. Oh, he's an absolute Chad. Guerrilla warfare expert. 0.2 recruitable population. Okay, he seems like an interesting character. But I am going to attack them. He's actually at war. And this definitely isn't my best idea. I mean, I have one county down here that borders them. So that's great. It has actually worked. Okay, so we've pushed them out of this one tile. Okay, this is gonna be interesting. So I'm just gonna, I think, battle plan my way out of this. I think we should be able to actually do this. That is, oh, what is going on? What is going on? Okay, so maybe we do have to push. Oh, that is a lot of divisions pushing into one tile. Oh no, okay, and we are winning. Shock. So things are going quite good, it seems. Their army doesn't have much left. They are 92% towards capitulation. So I think what has happened here, when we started the civil war, these guys were actually one of the warlord states in China, and they kind of just stole Manchuria from us. So now that is why they have 94% towards capitulation. So I don't think this is their original land. I don't think this is original Manchuria. Oh, there we go. So they have capitulated. Can I actually puppet them? Okay, so something makes me think that China has scores on this. I wonder what. Okay, so this, we got like two counties. So we now have a puppet down here. Could I maybe take Korea? Do I have a war goal on them? Can I get that? Interesting enough, but I can't reclaim Korea. I can declare war on China, which I would actually like to do immediately. Let's get our men back here and let's try the same strategy against China. I mean, they are going to keep a lot of troops down here with our puppets. So let's see if China can actually keep up with the great Japanese army. State of Japan declares war on China. There we go. Let's see if we can actually survive this. Okay, so after the army missing a port to land in, we have finally built it. We can now call in our puppets into war and we can launch our great war offensive against them. Hopefully we will win. I'm not too sure. I mean, it is looking good. Can show you my division. No, that's my better division, my offensive division. This is the division I'm using. It should do quite well against China. China should be quite weak. So let's see where this gets us. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know how I feel about these borders. I mean look at that. They just gain like small tiles of China. I don't know if they have cores on China. That could be actually interesting. If they have cores on China, I could just give it all to them. But they only have cores on certain areas. Okay, so that's probably something they owned earlier. Interesting. But I am just battle planning my way through this. They are very, very weak. We are about to walk into Wuhan. I feel like this is just far too easy. I mean, I haven't prepared too much with this Japan. I mean, they do start off very strong, but we have fought a civil war. So China seems very, very weak in this new DLC. We are 17,000 guns in deficit, which isn't great. Now, let's see if we can capitulate them. I mean, they are 85% towards capitulation. Okay, let's lock in. Let's walk into their capital. We have just walked into their capital. That brings them to 100% towards capitulation. So the war should end now. Was this? I feel like this was really easy. Okay, so China is really weak. Can I give can I return some of this land to our puppets? Now it doesn't exactly look pretty. I gave everything I could to Beijing Cliche. They have some cores over here. It seems one puppet came accidentally out of that. And I also forgot to puppet China. It seems I actually took it. Don't think that matters too much. We could also just release the puppet of China. Release nation. Release as puppet. Sure, let's do that. So we have now a blue Japanese China. I think we could actually justify a war goal against the Chinese Soviet Republic. I think we should be stronger than them. So, you know what? I'm gonna declare war on them. Okay, so we just finished a focus called Free Colonized Asian Countries, which allows us to send them diplomatic letters to actually join. I guess they become our puppets, or they join our alliance. Now, either one, if we just invite them, we can annex them later on. So I'm just gonna invite everybody I can. Hopefully they all accept. It seems some of them are joining. Oh, actually quite a few. The Kingdom of Xi'an refuses. Korea joins. A lot of people are joining. Oh yeah. Does that make our faction massive? Oh, okay, yeah, it definitely does. Wait, did Communist China join us? Did I accidentally invite Communist China over? Oh no. I turned our enemies into our friends. Oh. I mean, I guess we can still integrate them and annex them. So you know what? This might not be a bad thing. The British Malaysia has become our puppet. Now, the Chinese Soviets actually left our faction. I'm not sure if it is because of this new faction thing over here. I'm not sure what to call it, but our long-term goal is to defeat communism, and considering they're communists, they're probably not too happy with that. I can invite them back into the alliance, which I did, and they will join. Interesting. But let's see if they're here to stay or if they're gonna leave again. I mean, I did also invite these three and they also left. Okay, so they did leave the faction. So I might have to invade them. Can I still do a war goal? I can't. Right. So we have done this focus in integrated union, which means we can now send these requests to our allies, which will turn them into puppets. So let's see if we send one to Korea, if they actually accept. And we do need a lot of political power for this, and it does take 30 days. So we're about to finish this focus. This will rename us to... Oh, that also changes color. Look at that. We are the Greater East Asian Federation. It's kind of hard to read, but we'll fix that by integrating our allies. Let's see if Korea accepts. Great, they become our puppets. Very nice. Okay, I have a little surprise for you. That's right, that says Asian China. You're reading that right. We also have gained a war goal on the Chinese Soviet Republic, which we are gonna declare now. We also have played a little prank on them. You see, I have a puppet inside of them. That's right. Now the question is, can I just roll over them? This is the division that I have changed all of my troops to, and this is how our logistics is looking. So let's take a look. Oh, yeah. I do have to call in all of my puppets into war. Let's do that really quickly. At least these two and also these two. Will these guys call in all of the rest of the puppets? Hopefully not. Otherwise, the Sichuan Republic might be a little bit in trouble. Let's see. Yeah, it seems we are kind of rolling over them, at least over here. Now, let's see how long this takes. Oh, look at that. We can actually annex the Beijing Cliche. They should, yeah, we have just annexed them, and we do have cores on them as well. So our manpower has just gone up by like 5 million, and once I do finish this war, I intend to give all of the Chinese Soviet Republic land to Asian China, and then I will try and annex them. It It seems we have reached 96%, 97, so this war shouldn't take too long. I mean, we have so many puppets. There are so many puppet troops. How many divisions do we have? 387 with all of our puppets. We have 165. And there we go. They have capitulated. So now I'm gonna give all of this to Asian China. Okay, so Asian China has accepted total integration. And look at that. We now have over 300 factories and 20 million manpower. That is amazing. You might notice the world seems a little bit different. It is now 1945. I believe Germany capitulated. And now the Allies have started to push east into the Soviet Union. And so have we. We're over here. We've been pushing through Siberia and also down here. And they are now 97% towards capitulation. They are now 99% towards capitulation. So a few more victory points and the Russians will disappear. I don't have much war score. I only had like 7%. So we have 700 points. Honestly, do I even want to take anything? Probably not. Maybe the east over here. Wait, I just realized I'm not gonna take the east. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to establish a fishing nation for Japan. If you don't know, there's a conspiracy theory which believes that Finland is just a Japanese made-up nation that they just use for fishing. Like it's just sea and they go and fish over there. And I'm going to do that today. Yeah, let's do that. And I'm also going to take some states up here in... Oh, I can't. The UK is already taking it. Okay, I don't care much about anything other than Finland, our own fishing nation. Let's see. Ah yes, yellow Finland, Asian Finland. Europe looks way different. That is... Yeah, sure. Is Russia a puppet? Probably not. Okay, they aren't. They are a federation. And we have a massive Japan, a massive Asia. Now, I will try and annex the Philippines, but I don't think I'm gonna annex anybody else because it will take a lot of time. Maybe Guangzhou down here, the Independent Republic of Guangdong. Are they even our puppets? They are. Okay, so I can go and annex them as well. Philippines are now annexed and we have cores on them. Beautiful. And there we go, we have also annexed the Guangdong Independent Republic. Okay, so now we control almost all of China and a big portion of East Asia. And we could go ahead and get Xinjiang and the Mongols. And actually, we do have 200 political power, so let's get Xinjiang. Now, I did enjoy this, but I think the bad thing about Democratic Japan is that I haven't done a focus in 2 years. Not because there isn't enough, there's a lot of them. But I've just been saving up for political power. So we haven't done any focus in like 2 years, which is kind of sad. But our nation is pretty great. We have 27 million manpower. We have over 600 factories. And don't ask me why I have 180 unassigned divisions, you know, just inheriting them from puppets. And 122 divisions that I haven't even touched. So our empire, our republic is very strong. We are the Greater East Asian Federation, and I feel like this was very nice. It was quite easy, but I did enjoy it, and I hope you did as well. And if you did, be sure to subscribe, like, and leave a comment, and I'll see you guys in the next video.